What's going on, Titan fans? To make sure you never miss anything going on around the Tennessee Titans, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. If you're like, Mitch, where is it? I don't see a subscribe button. It's underneath the video. You see it down there now? Go ahead and click that, and then go ahead and turn on those notifications. That way you don't miss a thing. Coming up here on today's show, we're going to be breaking down some Titans free agent targets at wide receiver. Obviously, we're going to talk about the big-name guys. I'll tell you some guys I think are a little bit splashy, maybe some veteran options, some cheaper options, and, just some other guys to avoid. When you look at the Tennessee Titans offense, you got two of the best guys in the league, and gosh, I wish they could stay healthy in A.J. Brown and Julio Jones. However, you got a few players that, like Chester Rogers, about ready to hit free agency. And with these guys not being able to stay healthy, you could potentially be looking at a team that needs to go out and add another receiver. Who knows? Maybe two. So what I want to know is from y'all right now, go down to the comments section. I want you to name a receiver the Titans should sign. Obviously, when you have, according to Over the Cap right now, I'm looking minus $8 million. I will also say this. Free agency is the prime example. If you want a guy bad enough, you can move money around. You can make it work. So I honestly believe every receiver is actually a possibility. You just have to make a few things go. So go ahead. Let me know down in the comments a receiver you want the Titans to sign. Let's first go with the big name guys. And personally, of the four names up here, I think there's a clear tier break between Davante Adams as the clear-cut #1 free agent receiver. Then there's like this tier 2 between Allen Robinson and Chris Godwin. And then there's Mike Williams. Not that I don't like Mike Williams. He's had really only one outstanding season, which was this past year, thanks to a great quarterback in Justin Herbert. However, with Williams, I don't know how suitable he would be for a 3 guy in this offense because he's another dude that can't stay healthy. Now, in terms of Allen Robinson, he's the best blocker out of the group up here. Chris Godwin's also coming off an ACL injury. For most bang for your buck, I think the name is Allen Robinson. Now let's go to some splashy names. You got Odell Beckham Jr., Juju Smith-Schuster, Christian Kirk, DJ Chark, Michael Gallup. The reason why these are splashy is because my mom knows who OBJ is. My dad probably knows who Juju Smith-Schuster is. My girlfriend might know who Christian Kirk or DJ Chark is. She definitely knows who Michael Gallup is because she's a Cowboys fan. But at the end of the day, these are names that are just a little bit more well-known. If you were to ask me, out of all the guys on screen right now who I would take a chance on, it would be Michael Gallup. Now, I get it. He tore his ACL in Week 15. You don't exactly know, and since 2019, you're like, Mitch, he's trending in the wrong direction. I get it. But 2019 Michael Gallup was a legit wide receiver. Then what happened? They added a little bit more talent. He became the #3 guy and then just kind of got spilled off a little bit. He's a good route runner, got good hands, and would be a phenomenal #3 behind A.J. Brown and Julio Jones. Let's talk about this guy, though, because I think OBJ showed a lot of people that, hey, it was the Cleveland Browns, it was Baker Mayfield, it wasn't me. What's scary is this. In the picture that you see, tore his ACL for the second time in the same left knee. Now, with the Rams in those 12 games, 48 catches, 593 yards, 7 touchdowns. But in the Super Bowl, it looked like he was on pace to have a hell of a game, and then he went down with a knee injury. So here would be my question. Here's your opportunity to be the GM. Would you sign OBJ? I want you to type yes or no. If you want to type OBJ or no BJ, that's going to be up to y'all. But imagine if I would have told you 2-3 years ago, you'd have A.J. Brown, Julio Jones, and Odell Beckham Jr. Yeah, and also Derrick Henry. That would be an incredible, incredible option. Now, if you guys love good deals, I don't know about y'all, I'm all about a good deal. So if you guys are looking for the sweet hoodie, it's only $40. You can go to chatsports.com/Titans hoodie. It's the Music City football hoodie that you see right over here. Comes in a whole bunch of different sizes as well. The last time I was in Nashville was for my buddy's bachelor party, and I wish I had a hoodie because, well, it got really, really cold one random day there, and maybe it was just also the fact that I was super hungover. Who knows? It's chatsports.com/Titans hoodie. Let's talk about Juju Smith-Schuster because a few years ago, when him and AB were tearing up the team together. I mean, he had 11 grabs, over 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns. Some people were like, this guy's top 10 wide receiver, top 5 even. Since then, the injuries have piled up, and I've been a big believer that, okay, he was good, but AB really helped him take that next step, take that next level. Now, he played only 5 games last season. His market could be a little bit funny. Could be a dude, though, you go out and give a 1-year prove-it deal to. One of the more underrated receivers is Christian Kirk from the Arizona Cardinals. He had 77 catches, 982 yards. This would be another dude who I think would fit perfect in what the Titans try to do. He likes to block. He could be a good 3 option. Christian Kirk, good name. Now, here's a name that if you're really trying to stretch the field, DJ Chark. Now, remember when Tennessee had Josh Reynolds? They were hoping for somebody who was tall, lanky, and could stretch the field. DJ Chark could be that guy, a former second-round pick out of LSU. He fractured his ankle, which is why he was only able to play in 3 games this past year, but I like the overall ability. Now, I told you I would take Michael Gallup, so how about this? Out of the 4 receivers that y'all see on screen right now, and you can't just say, oh, I'd go with OBJ because he's the most talented. Well, maybe he is. I also want you to throw into the equation overall price. So, Odell Beckham Jr., type B, Juju Smith-Schuster, type S, Christian Kirk, K, DJ Chark, type C. I think the best bang for your buck option on here might be DJ Chark, though I honestly think the best fit might be Christian Kirk. Let's talk about some slot guys, because you got to go out and find a slot guy to help replace Chester Rogers. You got Jamison, Crowder, Keelan, Cole, Braxton, Berrios. Funny? Not sure, but it's weird that all of these options are on the New York Jets. I love Jamison Crowder personally. He's a good fit. But Braxton Berrios showed me a lot last season. He might be the best guy out of all 3 of these options, and I think if you could just get everyone out of New York, they'd all be pretty happy about it. So remember, y'all, if you want free videos, yes, I said the word free, you got to take advantage of this deal we got going on right now. For the next 365 days, we're going to be giving you guys free videos, so I don't want you to wait because you might miss the offer, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let's talk about some veteran receivers now. You got T.Y. Hilton getting up there in age, Emmanuel Sanders, A.J. Green, Sammy Watkins, the Lizard King, and then Deshaun Jackson. If you want vertical threats, it's T.Y. Hilton and Deshaun Jackson. If you're looking for intermediate route runners, which is personally what I think Tennessee could use, Emmanuel Sanders is your guy. And if you want somebody who's a little bit bigger, lankier, A.J. Green and Sammy Watkins. Here are just some other names that I'm going to sprinkle in. Zay Jones is coming off a career year with the Las Vegas Raiders. Could actually be an interesting pick to be in the slot. Cedric Wilson, really good name, though. I think he ends up going back to the Dallas Cowboys. And then MBS, Marcus Valdez-Scantling. Good field stretcher, but super inconsistent and does have a major issue of hanging on to the football. Since we are talking about free agent receivers, let's talk about guys that Tennessee should stay far away from. The first name is FAB. I get it. Talent. You can't dispute Antonio Brown's talent. But this guy is a cancer on the field, off the field. Whatever Antonio Brown touches, it's just not good, man. So would you want AB? He's a talented dude. You know how, remember earlier I said about the whole OBJ team? Imagine Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, A.J. Brown. I mean, there's a lot of talent there. I'm going to type my 0 for no, but the cool part about Chat Sports content is you guys can weigh into it. Would you want Antonio Brown? 1 for yes, 0 for no. As I always say, FAB.